Porter Jr. weeding through traffic. Right beneath the line, Paul will string it through. Been down this road before. Ayton over Jokic, got it. And Ayton has averaged a double-double in this series as the center for the Suns. Said he's been burning the nets, 46%, 44% from three, just under 90% from the line. And here he goes, mid-range shot again. Sails in for two for Paul.
Utilizing JaVale McGee in his lane.
Saric in, outside to Paul. He's been successful from three. Crane corner triple, got it. Big time three. Paul scraping his way free, kicks it off to Johnson. Back to Chris. Saric, step back three. Jokic calls, and Saric will put down a three, so off the bench. 22-18 so far. Barton is on Paul. Gordon is late to go to Booker with a three. And that is right down the hatch. Booker puts it through. Gordon, switch, Ayton. Lost it. Vacuumed in, taken by Booker. It's 3-on-1. Paul, hold on for Bridges. And hold on to your hats. Oh, he can fly with the best of them.
A little bit more separation on those down screens.
Paul barging ahead and finds his spot and rattles it in for the deuce. Paul trying to punch it down low. Jokic comes out on him. Shot clock at one. He's got to fire. Oh! How about Chris Paul? He is a beauty. 2-zip. Around two screens. Chris Paul on the fly. Two screens. Paul ready to fire. Paul, he cannot miss. He is on automatic. Paul, it is so hard to close. Paul, right down the middle.
See how he won't switch?
Look at Paul weave. Look at Paul fire. Look at him score.
36? Is he 36? When he wasn't playing defensively to take him out the game and those guys would play.
Oh, look at that play. Look at that play.
No.
He is a magician. Chris Paul, a sleight of hand. He is Houdini. Now Gordon gives a hand in a good screen by Ayton. Mouse in the house. Oh, another one. He is on automatic. Chris Paul is putting on display for the ages.
Let my horses run right now.
Screen. Paul sets, fires, laces it through. It's Paul through traffic. Trailing Ayton. Got it to drop inside. What a pass by Chris Paul. Phoenix's lead has been as great as 16. A wide open lane. And right down goes Paul. Morris will drive. Barton on top. Defended by Paul. Look at the feisty defense and the steal. Here comes Chris Paul the other way. Up to Bridges, got it. And they get two the other way. And the Suns are on top now. He's 36. Got the screen. Paul lets it rip. Chris.
Both as their leading scorer here in the first half. Chris Paul finds some room and has to bounce. First field goal for Paul. He's got 3 assists.
Freedom with both hands, the ability to finish right-handed or left-handed, takes advantage of his size and strength against Paul.
That's his first field goal mark. Chris Paul's jumper. That one once again, shooter's soft touch. Chris Paul with his first couple of field goals, and the Suns have their largest lead of the first half. One of the best two-way players in the game, one of the more unheralded big-time players in the NBA. Chris Paul, clean look for 3. His stretches, he does exactly that. He plays so hard, he gets fatigued as Paul knocks down the jumper. Chris Paul now in double figures. Booker against Lopez, kicks it out to Paul. Bridges, here's a three-pointer, got it!
He isn't shooting that well from the field. That's keeping them in this game. They also want to see Drew Holiday get going. They're going to put him in a little bit more pick-and-roll situation this half, Mike.
Bridges and Middleton, shot clock at 4. Paul's got to do something with it. 24-second clock winding down, fires up a 3. It's good! And the foul! And another 3. He's got 16 points now. And clearly led with that left foot. And that's in the landing area. Whether or not it's enough to call it a flagrant foul. Shot clock at 6. Paul to Bridges. Bridges, three-pointer. Puts it in. Mikal Bridges with 14 points. Pursues that rebound. His 13th already. He's had a 22-rebound game in these playoffs. Paul, 8. What a connection. Chris Paul loves that stop and rattles it home. Of course, he hurt the right shoulder in the first round. Tested positive before the conference finals. Booker to Paul, three-pointer. That's good! Chris Paul pouring it on right now. He's got 21. And Paul will reset Portis on him once again.
And they've gone back to switching with Lopez out.
Paul on the drive. Layup is good!
His possession. I don't feel like shooting a jumper. I got the ball on a string. Gets to his spot, stops on a dime. And it's simple offense. Set the screen and roll, force a switch, get out of my way.
Paul for 3. Bang!
Screen and roll, switch, get out of my way, allow me to dance. Step back, jump shot.
More quickness and speed on the floor. They played better at both ends.
Chris Paul drives, kicks it back out. Booker gets a good look for 3. It's good. Six to shoot. Paul looking to shoot. Fires away. Got it. 17 rebounds for DeAndre Ayton. Cameron Johnson again for his 18th rebound of the game. Paul on the drive. Draws the contact. Count it and 1. Chris Paul putting on a show.
Clock to dwindle down. Puts his foot on the gas pedal, makes a play. Contact by Giannis, the finish by Chris Paul, continuing to be spectacular.
Ball inside, DeAndre Ayton with some finishing touch against the Lakers, 2 against Denver. Game 4 here against the Clippers. Can they get another one in advance to the finals? Alley-oop, Paul right on target to Mikal Bridges. And gets them started offensively tonight. Jay Crowder hits a 3. In the first 4 minutes, has 7 of their 9 points. An answer, three-pointer the other way. Now it's Jackson on it. Paul has to hoist up the three-pointer. Rattles it in. Chris Paul once again from downtown.
Chris Paul missed a couple mid-rangers to start, but now he's knocked in.
And giving him a burst of energy, especially on the offensive end.
No doubt about it. It's only the 7th game in the playoffs he's played as Chris Paul hits that mid-range jumper.
And it's the high pick-and-roll defense that gives Cousins a little problem as we see Saric with another 3s.
And as we were talking about off of the pick and roll, Chris Paul forcing the help and the drop-off pass. They're getting whatever they want out of the high screen and roll with DeMarcus Cousins involved.
And they got a couple mid-range jumpers when the 3 wasn't working for him. Now in rhythm.
Chris Paul in much better rhythm here in Game 6.
And they're affected at times. It's just the way the society is.
No, but why would you go on there if you know it's 90% negative as Paul hits a mid-ranger?
Ball to Ayton in a crowd. Ayton lays it up and in. Nice soft touch from the big man. Bridges to Paul. Paul gets in the paint, floats it up, shot is good. Chris Paul able to knock it down. He's got 14 points. He hadn't been to the playoffs in 10 years. He has shined in this postseason. Paul tied up, gets Bridges. Bridges off the glass.
Such a good cutter.
Chris Paul left open. Has plenty of time, three-pointer. That's good. All from downtown. Nobody was near him. Chris Paul one-on-one with Cousins. Shot clock at 7. Paul, little shake and bake, drives past him. Left-handed layup. It's good. 4 to shoot. Paul puts up a 3. Puts it in. Chris Paul from downtown. And the lead back to 15. Cousins misses the free throw. That foul on Ayton was his second. 14-point lead. Minute gone by here in the fourth. Paul to the basket. Lays it up and in. Paul gets inside. Looks back. Nobody near him. Hits the jumper. 26 for Paul. The lead up to 18.
And then snakes behind the backboard. Batum and Cousins have a miscommunication, and he gets the practice shot. The Suns are rolling, up 20.
26 points, 6 assists for Chris Paul. There's the screen set by Ayton. Paul, pull-up jumper, puts it in. Chris Paul does it again.
Chris Paul responded. Here, gets right to his spot. Little fade, mid-ranger.
Paul, step back, three-pointer, puts it in, and the foul. Chance for a 4-point play.
Upset at what happened on the last play. Paul George took him down one-on-one, returns the favor. CP3 and the foul. Big time effort by Chris Paul, sensing the ability, the opportunity.
8 assists, 3 rebounds, couple of steals, and a 21-point lead for his Suns. Paul gets inside, flips it up, and in. Chris Paul dominating right now. 8 to shoot for Chris Paul.
Devin Booker's at half court talking to the fans.
Paul for 3, puts it in. 118 to 92. The Suns have blown it open.
We've seen this movie before. We have an issue on the court right now between both teams, but Chris Paul.
Beverly and Chris Paul.